First off, okay, always very exciting when a new Narnia trailer comes out, of course. It's a very special and memorable day. Just so much to discuss, and it's always exciting, good or bad. It's just always really cool when a new Narnia trailer comes out. Too bad it sucks. Okay, that's a little harsh, but just the first time I saw this trailer, I was just kind of going the whole time, just like in utter disbelief. Right now, initially I was just kind of overwhelmed by the awfulness of every single frame. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I'm just going to give you general impressions right now, and then I'll really break it down in my next video, I think. Just the fakiness of everything. Maybe for now I should just focus on what I think of it as a trailer, as a piece of marketing, because let's face it, there's a lot of good movies out there. I just drank a Slurpee, by the way. Sorry, I told my lips are red. It's... A lot of good movies have had terrible trailers, so this could just be a bad trailer. So for now, let's just say, first off, did I call it or did I call it? I'm sure the trailer will have lots of repeat cheap, and it might even have a little bit of the White Witch. I think that's the only reason told us there is to say, oh, I'm going to be in the film, come see it. They show a lot of repeat cheap, including his introduction, which you would think that Caspian's introduction would be a much more important plot point than to say, oh, Caspian, but of course they have to say, Repeat Cheap, to remind you, Repeat Cheap's back, he's going to be in this movie, that's why he's on the darn logo. They have at least 4 shots of Repeat Cheap by Aurelian's count, which is talking to him. And so they're really emphasizing the Repeat Cheapness. And as I thought they might, of course they show a shot of the White Witch. Because the only reason she's in the movie is to be a big box office show. Oh, the White Witch is going to be back, They even go so far as to show the 4 kids. A shot of them at the end. I don't know what those shots are. But overall, just like at the beginning, I was just like, oh no, they're doing the Peter thing with Edmund again. And then incredibly Harry Potterish, the entire trailer. There's a first shot, I swear, it's the Great Hall, when it starts snowing around Lucy and she looks up the Magician's Book thing. And I'm just going, how is this not Harry Potter? Did they film this in the Great Hall? And then the picture coming to life, that was inevitably going to be Harry Potter. But the thing about the way it's filmed, like, she's just very non-ship. Oh, it's coming to life. There's something was screamed Harry Potterish to me. And there's overall, it has this fakiness look to it. Even the visual effects are bad. But let me just say, the first trailer for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the effects also look terrible. So I'll give them a pass on that one. But not a single visual effects shot in this one impressed me at all. It was only after the trailer was done that I remembered, oh, that's right, Dawn Treader's being shot digitally with digital cameras. Which I just think, like the Star Wars Episode 2 and 3 were shot digitally. Superman Returns was shot digitally. There's always been something about films that were shot with digital cameras as opposed to 35mm that it just doesn't look lifelike. I just don't believe it somehow. And this one, even shots that don't have effects, they just kind of look a little odd to me. Maybe I'll feel better when I, see it in better quality. I don't know what. Or maybe the effects aren't finished. Maybe there's a final color grade they have to do. That was kind of the case with Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The effects in the first trailer for Wardrobe really looked bad. The last shot of Aslan roaring especially, I remember just going, what was that, But overall, the first trailer for Wardrobe and for Cassian made me feel better. I remember for Wardrobe, it was just, we'd heard mostly encouraging things. And you have to remember that this is the first Narnia movie, so we had no idea. Are they going to totally destroy this story and make it their own and have it be nothing like the book? We'd heard some encouraging things, but even though I was kind of annoyed with the amount of action in the first trailer for Wardrobe and the effects were bad, overall I felt encouraged with the general direction they were going with the story. I really liked what they showed of Lucy finding the wardrobe and everything. And then for Prince Caspian, I knew much more about Prince Caspian than I did for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe before seeing the trailer, because I'd been on set and we'd heard a lot more about Caspian, and we knew already they were taking the story in the plot in a different direction than the book, which I kind of thought was good. They needed to do that because the book is just great book, not very cinematic. The trailer for Prince Caspian made me, although I freaked out about the White Witch, kind of like I am now, overall it made me feel a little better about where they were taking the story. This one, the whole time I was just thinking, come on, I know it's going to get better soon. Please, tell me it's going to get better soon. Just start getting better, and it just kept getting worse and worse. When I think it's Eustace who says the line, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. When it said that, I almost laughed, because that's exactly what I was thinking. This trailer just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I was saying in my last video about Dawn Treader, for me, it's officially become the movie of the weird. Just so many weird things surrounding this production. We do get a glimpse of Dufflepuds who look, again, could be. The CGI is not finished. I don't know, but I wasn't terribly impressed. It looks like Alice in Wonderland meets Harry Potter to me. And oh, the White Witch. And I just said in my last video, I didn't think they were gonna do it with Edmund because it doesn't make sense for his character. You know, like that was actually a pretty powerful character moment in Prince Caspian when he conquered the witch and killed her and shattered her. I gotta stop on the specifics because in my next one I'll really break it down more. But and then the whole return to hope in a destiny beyond what you've imagined. Oh, Narnia depends on you. Oh, all the trailer cliches you can imagine. It just looks so... everything about this trailer just looks incredibly fakey and weird and very 3D gimmicky, actually, unfortunately. So, at the moment, I mean, again, like I said, when I first saw it, I was overwhelmed by the awfulness of every single frame. Now I've thought it through. It's like, hey, I really looked through it, although there's a lot of things I have issues with. Like, ultimately, I have to break the trailer down and figure out, okay, shove marketing aside, what's actually happening in the trailer, so you can try to judge if it's going to be a good movie. So you have to really judge each shot individually. When I do that, I don't feel as bad, but there's still a lot of things I'm like, not cool. I do feel a little bit better about it now. I'm still thinking this is a bad trailer. This is not a very good piece of marketing. This is not gonna. I don't think this is gonna, like when people go see Toy Story 3. I don't think this is gonna get people's attention. I just think, oh, it's another Alice in Wonderland, blah blah, 3D gimmicky Lord of the Rings thing, or more like Harry Potter thing. So maybe I need to go to bed and wake up, and tomorrow I'll make my trailer analysis and everything. Maybe I just need to go to bed and sleep on it. But I don't know, the first trailers for Wardrobe and Casting made me feel better. You know, this one makes me feel worse. So right now, not feeling well about Don Treader. Hopefully, you know, Brilliant said something interesting. He said that the trailer reminded him a lot of like the trailers for Bridge to Terabithia, where it made it look like this sort of action fantasy adventure, which Terabithia really isn't at all. It turns out they basically took almost every single visual effects shot in the movie and put it in the trailer. Made it look like something it was just not at all. And I do kind of get a similar vibe from this. And Brilliant did say as well, I'm just glad it doesn't look too much like an action movie. It's much more of a fantasy adventure. Yeah, it's kind of encouraging, I guess. So hopefully, hopefully this is just a bad piece of marketing. Hopefully it's not a reflection of the film. Hopefully it's just a really bad montage to get you interested and remind you that, hey, you know, there is in fact a new Narnia movie coming out, which a lot of people don't seem to know. So that's kind of all I have right now. Just so gimmicky with, I don't know, the White Witch, throwing her in there. Got to have Tilda Swinton in there. I think that's the only reason she's in there, to be a box office draw. And having so much reapy cheap, you know, and your destiny, blah blah. Not a good trailer at all. And so hopefully, I'll feel better about it. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna stop now. Those are just my impressions right now. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna post a more shot by shot analysis. So until then, I guess. This is all sounding so down. This could still be a great movie. This is a bad trailer. The movie could still be good. Right now, I'll just say this is a bad trailer.